Alright, to get started we need 4" by 4" squares. I have used 146 GSM kind of sketchbook paper so that I could use a bit of watercolor on it. They have to be 4" by 4" because I found smaller didn't work. Once you've got them, fold them up in half, then fold them in half again, and then fold them into a triangle. It's pretty straightforward, and you're going to start getting really tight little triangles because the watercolor paper is obviously quite thick. I think if you use normal paper it would probably be a lot thinner and a lot easier to do. Alright, let's go a little slower here. Now you need to have the closed sides kind of together. So when you folded it, make sure that those closed sides are together and the open sides are at the top. You're going to use a petal shaped kind of design on the side, and you're going to cut them out, starting at the bottom and going around in your petal shape. This should, when you open it up, have them stick all together. If you've cut it on the wrong side, it'll come apart. So give it a couple of practice tries and just make sure that you've got those kind of folded edges down at the bottom. Alright, once we have all our little flowers, we're going to take one petal out of every single flower. This is going to help us create that kind of 3D effect with them. So let's get cutting out all of those petals out of our flowers. Yay! We have got a ton of really pretty little flowers ready to go. Alright, let's move on to the next part. Now the next part's pretty important because we want it to be able to fold really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that every single one of the flowers has a really strong fold. So just go through and concertina every single one of these flowers to make sure it's beautifully folded and that it's happy to be folded together into our 3D bouquet. Okay, the next step's pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is we're going to open up our flowers and we're going to stick the side petals together. Very simply, just put them together with a little bit of glue. Alright, now that we have them all stuck together, fold them in half so that they meet in the middle. We want to do this with all of them because this is how we're going to see where we're going to stick them together. Alright, we're hitting the more technical part now, so we want to be sure to mark where we're going to stick our petals together. In the middle ones, we're going to put 3 dots, and on the side ones, we're going to put 2 dots and then 1 dot to show us how we're going to stick these together. Use some glue at the top of the petals to make sure that you've got them beautifully stuck down. Those 3 dots are going to kind of stick the next layer on, which will be the 2 side pieces. Now you need to leave a V at the bottom at all times. Stick on the next top piece, the 2 side pieces, and finally the last top piece. Press down hard and make sure they are all stuck together. Now I'm going to create a very simple October hello page. I didn't want to use, I'd already done one for October as you'd seen in some previous posts, so I decided that it would be fun to just kind of create an additional page in my notebook. So I've added the wording around where I'm going to put my flower bouquet. I'm now going to stick it in. And how I'm going to stick it in is I'm just going to stick 1 petal on either side so that it opens nicely. Now, top tip that I've learned today is that the thicker cardboard actually really struggles to stick in my notebook. So if I were to do it again, I'd probably go a lot thinner with regards to using paper in my notebook. Here you can see I'm just putting a dab of glue on the top and sticking my first page down. I'm going to press really hard to make sure that it's well stuck in. Then I'm going to do it to the other side. Just 1 petal in and then sticking it to the side. Alright, we've pressed down hard. Let's hope that our hard work's paid off. Ready? Ta-da! How stinking cute is that? I'm so happy with how that turned out. And